So when the government, Ninja Day, Dirty
Dirty
Day,
day.
when the government came in and it interrupted our lives during the 80s, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we 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 were all, a lot of us were desperate to pull ourselves out of the poverty that existed. Cause like now a lot of kids and people, they don't know what poverty is, and we really didn't know what poverty was. We were poor, but we wasn't as poor as we could be. But at the same time, the cocaine was an easy way for us to convince ourselves that we was gonna come up, and we was gonna, cause that was the thing. We gonna come up and we're gonna bring our homies with us, right? That was, we all said that. But the government decided that they needed to support the Contras and bring in cocaine, and that's what they did. The CIA, by the tonnage, brought cocaine in to our communities and made sure that it was distributed where it needed to be.
Do you think it also impacted us in a way that made us more violent, more extreme, more hateful towards one another? It paved the way to where we at today as far as
It gave us access to what we didn't have before: the weapons, the just, the money to do what we wanted, what we wanted to do. Basically, I mean, we had something that we didn't have before. We wanted a gun, we had to make a zip gun. But after 80, 82, 83, if we wanted a gun, we went and bought an AK. We had the money for it. And before, we didn't have the money for it. But
and that was across the board. Every neighborhood, every tribe, every section was capable of doing this based on the drug trade that we didn't have in the 70s.
yeah, and truth be told, not only did they bring in the dope, they brought the guns in also. They also brought the guns in. So, that artillery, it wasn't just coming out of nowhere. They wasn't, we wasn't pulling it out our asses. It was coming from somewhere.
So let me ask you this: do you think that the government owe us reparations as far as what it purposely did to our communities, as far as how it kind of like ushered the way and kind of was the puppet master behind the scene that got into the heads of the young Kiwis and Damus and
We there's so many of us, myself included, that suffer from PTS, and the government is responsible for it. We've been through war, literal war. So that has to affect you, and it does. It affects so many of us. So the government needs to find a way to fix that.
How could they fix it?
That I don't know. That I don't know. But they find a way to do everything else.
Lock the door.